Welcome, and thank you for taking time to review the benefits offered to you. We at Nez Perce Tribe are committed to providing information, tools, and resources to help you make sound benefits decisions to ensure you have the coverage you need. This is especially important when you make decisions that will impact your benefits for the next year. In this presentation, we'll explore your benefits options with high-level overviews of key benefits to consider as you decide which benefits to elect. Employees who work a minimum average of 30 hours per week are eligible to enroll in the benefit plans. You may also choose to enroll your legal spouse or children under the age of 26. Once you have made an election to enroll or decline a plan, you may not change your election until the next open enrollment period. There is one exception. If you experience a qualified life event mid-year, you can change certain pre-tax benefits within a limited time frame to match your new benefit needs. Generally, an event is considered a qualified life event when you or your dependents experience a change in marital status, your number of dependents, your employment status, your benefits coverage or cost, or your entitlement to certain government health care or premium assistance for such programs. For more information on qualified life events, refer to your benefits materials or talk to Human Resources. We are proud to offer medical coverage that not only provides coverage for illness and injury, but also enables you and your family to focus on staying well. It is important to understand some key terms of a medical plan. A deductible is the amount you pay each year before the plan begins to pay coinsurance. A copay is a flat dollar amount you pay for specific covered services upon each visit to the provider. It is not impacted by the plan deductible, coinsurance, or out-of-pocket maximum. Coinsurance is the percentage a plan or you pay for a covered service or supply. For example, the plan may pay 70% while you pay 30%. The out-of-pocket maximum is the maximum amount you will pay out of pocket for covered medical expenses per calendar year, including your deductible. After your share of covered expenses reaches this annual limit, the plan pays 100% for eligible network services and supplies for the remainder of the calendar year. The medical plans offered by Nez Perce Tribe give you the freedom to seek care from the provider of your choice. However, you will maximize your benefits and reduce your out-of-pocket costs if you choose a provider who participates in the Regents Blue Shield of Idaho preferred network. Let's briefly review the in-network benefits. You have your choice of 3 different medical plans. Plan 1, which is 100% paid for by your employer, offers comprehensive healthcare coverage. The deductible option is capped at $1,250 per individual and $2,500 per family. You will pay a $35 copay for visits to a physician or urgent care. Routine preventative care is covered 100% by the plan. On outpatient diagnostic lab, X-ray, and imaging, you will be required to pay 30% coinsurance after the deductible. Outpatient surgery and inpatient hospital stays are subject to the deductible, then 30% coinsurance. If you go to the emergency room, you will pay a $100 copay plus the deductible, then 30% coinsurance. There are 2 other plan options available for you to choose from. If you choose plan option 2 or 3, you will have lesser out-of-pocket responsibility for claims. However, a payroll deduction will be required depending on the plan you choose and if you enroll family members. You can purchase prescription drugs at a retail pharmacy or through mail order. However, you will pay less out-of-pocket if you order your prescriptions through mail order. Depending on the plan option you choose, you will pay a $10 to $15 copay for generic drugs and a $25 to $40 copay for preferred brand drugs. Non-preferred brand drugs will cost $40 to $80. It is important to note that your deductible and out-of-pocket maximums will reset on January 1st of each year and that you will have a higher out-of-pocket expense if you see an out-of-network provider. Did you know your dentist can often tell whether you are at risk for chronic health conditions? It's true. Regular dental checkups can do more than keep your smile attractive. They can also tell dentists a lot about your overall health, including whether you may be at risk for chronic diseases. When you enroll in medical, you will automatically receive dental coverage through Delta Dental of Idaho. Delta Dental was chosen to provide our dental benefit due to the expansion of dental provider access as well as an increased maximum annual benefit. Delta Dental provides access to a large PPO network in Idaho. As well, if you travel out of state, you can use any Delta Dental PPO dentist in other states as part of your in-network benefits. Using Delta's PPO network will stretch your benefit dollars further due to their negotiated pricing. The dental plan has a $50 deductible per individual, up to $150 for a family for basic and major services. The maximum the plan will pay is $2,500 per calendar year. You will be responsible to pay for any amounts over the $2,500 that the insurance company has already paid. Preventative services include exams, cleanings, and x-rays. These services are paid in full by the dental plan. Basic services cover fillings, anesthesia, oral surgery, root canals, and periodontics. You will pay 20% of the cost for basic services. Crowns, dentures, bridges, and implants are covered under major services. Keep in mind that if you choose to use an out-of-network provider, you will pay more than if you were to see an in-network provider, and benefits are subject to balance billing. Vision care benefits will continue to be provided through Regence Blue Shield through VSP. You will automatically receive a vision benefit when you enroll in one of the medical plans. You will receive the best benefits for vision when you access your care through a provider who participates in the VSP Choice Network. There is no charge for a routine vision exam when using a VSP provider. Contact lenses are provided up to $200 for contact lenses or vision hardware once per year. There is a reduced benefit when you choose to use a non-VSP provider. New this year is the option to participate in a flexible spending account, commonly referred to as an FSA. FSAs can be used to set aside payroll deductions pre-tax for qualified healthcare and dependent care expenses. The Healthcare FSA helps offset the high price of medical expenses by allowing individuals to pay with pre-tax dollars. That means you're receiving a roughly 30% discount on your allowable healthcare costs, depending on your tax bracket. The IRS allows you to contribute up to $2,850 annually through payroll deductions. You can use the funds in your Healthcare FSA to pay for any qualified healthcare expense. Eligible expenses include items such as office visit copays, annual deductibles, coinsurance, out-of-pocket dental, vision, and prescription drug cost. You can access a full list of eligible expenses through the IRS. In addition to the Healthcare FSA, you can make pre-tax payroll deductions up to $5,000 annually to pay for dependent child daycare, nursery school, daycare centers, or to take care of a household member who is physically or mentally incapable of caring for themselves, as long as they qualify as your federal tax dependent. It's important to note that any unused funds in your dependent care FSA will not be returned to you at the end of the year. You can roll over up to $570 of your unused healthcare FSA into your next year's funds, but amounts you don't use on qualified expenses will be forfeited. To decide if an FSA is right for you, take stock of your health and dependent care spending. If you have any ongoing or expected medical needs you might have to pay for in the upcoming year, an FSA is a great use of your money. The funds can also be used for over-the-counter items such as allergy and sinus drugs, first aid supplies, digestive health products, and home COVID-19 tests. A dependent care FSA can be used for daycare and preschool expenses, but also for things like summer day camp and after-school programs. At Nez Perce Tribe, we believe your financial well-being is just as important as your physical health. We offer basic life and accidental death and dismemberment, or AD&D coverage, to help you maintain financial security. This coverage helps meet a portion of your family's income needs should you die or in the event of severe injury, paralysis, or even death resulting from an accident. Nez Perce Tribe provides to you basic life and AD&D coverage in the amount of $30,000 for you, $1,000 for your spouse, and $1,000 for your children. This benefit is offered to you at no cost. Remember to provide your beneficiary information and update it regularly if there are any changes. In addition to the basic life and AD&D paid for by Nez Perce Tribe, you can purchase additional coverage for yourself and your dependents at discounted group rates. Employees and dependents who elect coverage when first eligible can elect up to the guaranteed issue amounts without being required to submit evidence of insurability or EOI. However, if you wish for more than the guaranteed issue amount or to waive coverage when first eligible and elect it later, you will be required to submit EOI. You may enroll in coverage in increments of $10,000 up to $300,000. You are offered a one-time guaranteed issue amount if you are newly eligible for benefits in the amount of $130,000. This means if you enroll during your initial enrollment period when you are first hired, you can buy up to $130,000 worth of life and AD&D coverage with no medical questionnaire. You will need to complete an EOI form and may be denied for health-related issues if you elect any amounts above the guaranteed issue amount of $130,000 or if you apply after your initial eligibility period. The same opportunity is allowed for your spouse with a guaranteed issue amount of $35,000 and with EOI to a maximum of $300,000 or 100% of your benefit amount. You can elect coverage for your qualified child dependents in increments of $2,000 up to $20,000. You work hard to build a life for yourself, and it's only natural that you want to protect that. Most likely, you protect your home, car, and family from the unexpected with the appropriate insurance plans. What about your income? If you were suddenly unable to work due to an injury or illness, could you maintain your current lifestyle? How long could you pay your mortgage and bills? Disability insurance can protect your financial well-being by replacing lost wages if an illness or injury prevents you from working. You have the opportunity to enroll in short-term and long-term disability insurance programs at discounted group rates. If you choose to enroll in one or both disability plans, the cost will be deducted from your payroll on a post-tax basis. Post-tax deduction for the premium allows for any benefit to be payable to you without taxes. Short-term disability coverage will pay you 60% of your weekly income, up to $1,500 per week. A benefit is payable after a 14-day waiting period if you are deemed disabled by a medical professional due to an accident, illness, or maternity. You can receive a payment for up to 24 weeks. Long-term disability coverage allows for 60% of your earnings, up to $5,000 per month, to be paid to you for any disability that continues after 180 days or when your short-term disability benefit is exhausted. You will continue to receive the benefit if you are continually disabled up to 5 years or your age based on the benefit duration schedule. We are happy to provide you with several optional voluntary benefits to help cover expenses that may not be paid for by other types of insurance. We are offering an option for your hospital insurance benefit. If you are admitted to the hospital, SYMETRA will pay you $1,500 per person, one time per calendar year. For each day you are in the hospital, you will be paid $100. You are able to be paid 60 days on this plan per person per calendar year. If you're in the ICU, you also receive $100 per day for 60 days per person per calendar year. There is no waiting period and no pre-existing conditions exclusion, which includes pregnancy. Coverage is available for a newborn baby if they are added to the plan within the first 31 days of birth. This benefit can also be used for COVID treatment. This plan includes value-add services such as health advocacy, EAP and work-life program, wellness coaching, and a survivor benefit program. If you do leave your job, you can continue this coverage with SYMETRA indefinitely by going direct bill. This is what the hospital insurance card looks like. Payments for hospital claims can be paid to either the provider or you, depending on who submits the claim. If you wish to have the provider submit claims, you will present your ID card and assign you benefits to the provider at the time of service, and payment will be made to the provider. This is typically the fastest and easiest method, as the provider typically submits all necessary information. You can submit your own claim and have the payments go directly to you by submitting a claim online, by phone, email, fax, or mail. We are offering 3 accident plan options: a base, classic, or premier plan. The accident plan covers accident-related injuries and services like hospital admissions, hospital confinements, ICU stays, fractures, dislocations, burns, surgery, and paralysis benefits. SYMETRA covers an unlimited number of accidents per year. Coverage is available for you, your spouse, and children. These plans provide coverage on and off the job. So if you're injured at work or at home, you are covered. The plan is portable, so if you are no longer employed, you can continue your coverage and go direct with SYMETRA. For critical illness, we are offering benefit amounts of $5,000 to $30,000, sold in increments of $5,000. This is all guaranteed issue, perpetually, with no medical underwriting questions, ever. Your spouse is eligible for 50% of your benefit amount, and so are your children. This plan covers conditions like cancer, heart attack, stroke, and organ failure at 100% of the benefit amount. Childhood conditions are also covered at 100%. These conditions are definition-based. When you see major congenital structural abnormality, this is defined as a structural malformation that arises in utero and results in significant medical, social, or cosmetic consequences for the affected individual and requires medical treatment. Examples include, but are not limited to, complex congenital heart disease, spina bifida, cleft lip, palate, club foot, and so on. For congenital chromosomal abnormality, this is defined as a congenital abnormality present at birth in the number of structure of chromosomes, other than those causing congenital metabolic disorders, which leads to conditions requiring medical treatment. Examples include, but are not limited to, Down syndrome, DiGeorge syndrome, Turner syndrome, sickle cell disease, and so on. You will receive a health screening benefit of $50 to cover X-rays or screening tests for cancer, heart-related, or organ-related diseases. There is a 100% recurrence benefit that requires a 6-month separate period. For instance, if you have a heart attack, then have another heart attack. To be paid on the second recurrence, you need 6 months between each one. If you have a heart attack and then a stroke, 2 different conditions, they need to be separated by 24 hours to be paid out on both conditions. There is no lifetime max on this benefit. There are no age reductions, no pre-existing conditions exclusions, and no waiting period. If you leave your job, you can continue coverage indefinitely with SYMETRA by going on direct bill. If you enroll in the accident, hospital indemnity, or critical illness plans, SYMETRA will send a fulfillment packet to your home. It will include plan summaries, ID cards for the hospital plan, your elections, product guides, claim filing information, and information on how to register on SYMETRA's MyGo portal to electronically file a claim. You do not need to sign and send anything back to SYMETRA. Self-service claims at SYMETRA are simple. You do not need to register on the MyGo portal to set up an account. This information is in the fulfillment packet. The online portal is where you can check the status of a claim, review your benefit payment details, and securely upload claim documentation. You can also print a new hospital ID card from the portal as well. You also have the opportunity to purchase emergency medical transportation through a membership with Life Flight. By joining the Life Flight Network, you and your family may be air transported at no cost to you when medically necessary and emergent for only a $65 annual fee per household. The membership with Life Flight is not an insurance policy but is secondary to insurance carriers. It is important to note that this membership would be in addition to the emergency medical transportation benefit already included in the medical plans through Regence Blue Shield. You have access to an employee assistance program, also called an EAP. This plan is paid by your employer, and there is no cost to you for accessing the care. EAP benefits are available to all employees and their families at no cost to you through Uprise Health. The EAP offers confidential advice, support, and practical solutions to real-life issues. You can access these confidential services by calling their toll-free number and speaking with a member of the care team, or accessing online. Nez Perce Tribe offers a discount program to all of its employees. Your employee discount website provides discounts on everyday products and services. You can purchase thousands of items at the discounts. Some provide rebates, even local restaurant coupons. Simply go to the URL site, create your unique user ID, and enter the referral code OVL3WZ. You can access your benefits 24/7 through the carrier websites or mobile apps listed on this page. Nez Perce Tribe cares about your long-term financial well-being. We provide you a 401k retirement program to assist you with financial planning goals and your future. Nez Perce Tribe will match your contribution 100% up to $3,000 per calendar year. You will be vested based on your length of service between 1 and 3 years. You have 3 contribution options: traditional, Roth, and combination contribution strategy. Loans are available from your 401k. If you separate employment from Nez Perce Tribe, your vested interest in the 401k is yours to keep. If you have any questions or need additional assistance, please contact Keisha Spencer or Melissa Guzman in Human Resources.